we are here. Collaboration. While some items are produced solely by the solution architect, most of the delivery will involve collaboration with other team members. If you like to work alone and are not a good team player, being a solution architect might not be an ideal role for you. Why I am telling you that if you have, I always say that you have to keep the picture in your mind that you are parallel to lots of other activities. When you say that this is something which I deliver and develop and deliver, that's the role of a developer only, not a role of a solution architect. When you talk about solution architect, you have to work in a team. You have to find out the smarter way and the faster way and the better effective way to deliver any solution. Solution architect need to be comfortable asserting their expertise while simulation not rejecting ideas of other team members. You have to listen each team member carefully, and these are the soft skills which we are talking about. You should look for the other to respect you because of your demonstration knowledge and expertise, not because of you demanded it due to your role. A solution architect should be good at the negotiation, positive outcome for challenges with both the customer and project team. So when you talk about solution architect, I say that you are a bridge between a customer and the project team, and you are the one who actually need to play a good team member role. You have to listen each team members because there might be a good solution lying with any of the team members and who can deliver this thing in a better fashionable way. So while you are doing as a solution architect role, just leave the past as a developer behind. You got my point? As size of the project team increase, so the need of better coordination. Much of this situation can be handled by the team leads and the project manager. However, the solution architect generally has the best overall understanding of the complex technical issues that cross teams. For example, working with the data migration team and the team that is customizing the data model to ensure that they are ready for a dry run of a data migration. So you know that what is dry run, right?
Yeah.
Solution architects should be skilled at driving concerns across the parties involved. This is a very key role. As a solution architect, you have to be on a position where you understand that what developer is going to deliver, what functionally is going to provide the solution, and now what is the customer demanded. So that's the overall a very exposed position where you all the skills required in one person, and still you have a project manager and a developer and a functional person and the customer side project manager talking to you. So this is something, a combination of the entire project driving around you. Now the main important thing is communication. As a solution architect, you need to be adapt the communicating across many different channels, including diverse audience from technical to all business focus. You may have to discuss with the all core team members from the customer too, so that you can easily understood that what is the solution is required and how the best it can be. You know that there are multiple possible deliveries you can deliver, like you may use an app for a particular solution. You may customize it. You can do it from the SQL part too. Successful solution architect can translate a technical problem or design to a non-technical business user. Excellent listening skills are essential to understand what others are saying, including being proficient to asking probing questions to clarify and get to the main cause of the topic being discussed. Both written and verbal communication skill are must. So once we talk about that, you understand the problem, but you cannot communicate properly with your developer, or you cannot communicate properly to the stakeholders, that's the issue you have. Sometimes you don't listen customers or a developer properly, thoroughly, by heart. So that's the problem for you. Constructive feedback. A large part of the solution architect role involves reviewing and providing feedback on project deliveries. This responsibility range from requirement to technical design and technical implementation. The solution architect must be adept at identifying problem without causing the receiver of the feedback to react defensively. It is not necessary that if a customer raise a complaint that you should go defensive and ask, this is like to be, this is a Microsoft product and this is how it is going to be behave like this. This is not your role, not at all. The solution architect should be a leader in promoting constructive feedback session across the team and lead by example. Last but the most important, problem solving attitude. As a solution architect, you should be willing and able to accept interesting challenges. Often, the problem that reach the solution architect will be toughest on the project. Typically, these problems are one that other teams have already tried to solve. Solution architect must be skilled at breaking down complex problem into smaller one that can be solved. Having the ability to differentiate between a problem symptoms and cause will help the solution architect solve the problem more directly. Ultimately, it is the adaptability of a solution architect that makes them successful on the project, because one project is never like the next. You implemented 4 different projects, so each project is different for you. Challenges are different for you, and customers are different for you. Yes, you can add on your experience to the next project, like, okay, this report I developed it in such a fashion, it is working perfectly fine in my past project, so why don't we do it here? That's the add-on, you can do it, but each product required a different aspect and a different way to work. Solution architect should be endless optimized and feel that their team can tackle any challenge. A solution architect needs to be mindful that their attitude, both positive and negative, is reflect across the team, because you are the one who actually dealing with the 4 different aspects of the team. So your positive attitude and your negative attitude will drive the entire team. The solution architect collaboration, communication, and feedback style also heavily influence the other on the project. As a solution architect, you need to realize that the broader project team depend on you. Therefore, you must lead by example. So now comes to the project part, that how and where the solution architect role is started. When we talk about solution architect role, a solution architect daily role on the customer project will vary gently with the size, approach, and pace of the project. This unit exposes some of the common project activities that a solution architect will either be responsible for or at a minimum participate in. The discussion here will be without regards to a specific implementation methodology. So you know that there are different methodology, like implementation methodology. Have you gone through with that?
Difference? Sorry, come again.
Implementation methodology.
Yeah, yeah,
Which type
yeah.
of implementation methodology you have? You use
Agile.
okay, agile. Okay, so there are other type of implementation methodology you know. Any of other
Uh,
than agile?
yeah, I've worked with waterfall before, but that's a long time ago.
Hmm. And what lead you to use agile? It is by choice or it's by force?
So by what? Sorry, I didn't get it.
I say that you use agile,
Hmm.
so it is by choice or it's customer wish?
Well, customer.
Mhm.
Like honestly, like the recently, I haven't any ever in the recent years, like the last 6, 8 years, I haven't run into any customer who is not doing agile. Maybe it's
Right.
just my experience, but yeah. So
Great.
it's mostly from the customer. Yeah.
And you work on manufacturing modules too?
No, that's a part which I've actually never touched in Dynamics
Okay, not an issue.
manufacturing.